Also, you're not sharing your screen yet.
Oh, thank you. Holy, that was close. Good thing you said something.
Yeah, no
All
problem.
right, time. Let me pull up the documentation for place image.
Yep. Okay, we got that there.
Place image. So let's see. Oh, yeah, it takes in four things. So what do you ask?
So, okay, then if I wanted to have it return three images, I would need to use place image three times.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay, I think that's what I was getting. I wanted to basically show where. Well, I guess we'll see if we get there. Where? Oh, what is it? Solid outline, right? Where it would show solid for the like if you call in the color red, it shows a solid red circle, outlined yellow, outlined green because it's off. That idea. But man, that ended up being
Uh,
trickier than I expected.
you could also do just one color, like show red if it's red, show yellow if it's yellow. Either works.
Yes, I just wanted to. That was, I guess, I went for a more ambitious idea,
Okay.
and yeah, gave me a lot of trouble. And multiple. Hmm. So there's okay. So is there no way for me to place multiple images within a scene?
In the sense you're doing right now, you can. You are placing multiple images in the scene.
I think what
Oh,
I've done is I've placed images on top of each other, no? I'm I'm not sure.
sorry, what do you mean by place image here?
Okay. So I have you see what I highlight? Does it show you?
I can't see your highlight.
Okay. So in the function line 8, I'm trying to like play have it basically return a red circle at the top of the empty scene, and then a solid red circle, and then I'd like it to also and then return an outlined yellow circle in the middle of the scene.
Okay.
Um, and that might be part of it. Is this really needs to be like 90 because I just copied this over. Oh, there we go. No, nothing changes. Um, so I think the way I have it for line 12 is it would show that 30 pixels horizontal to the right and then 90 pixels down from the top. Am I understanding
Sure.
that right?
Yes.
All right. And the diameter of the top circle should be 60. I'm thinking it's 90 to the center. Um, but like, okay, but when I run it, I'm not seeing like a yellow outline circle show up underneath.
Yeah. Okay. Why is there an N place image circle outline yellow? Why N?
Uh, because that was my best guess as to the right syntax there.
Okay.
Because I, so
Okay.
should the,
So
maybe that should be a well, because I don't think commas were working for me. That's part of it.
yeah, that's not gonna. I don't think that'll work. So what you want to do is you're trying to incorporate the yellow image into your first image, right?
Yeah, or next to it.
So what you could do is you could place your yellow circle onto the red circle image. You get what I'm saying?
No.
So line 13, empty scene 6180.
Yeah.
Instead of that being empty scene, that could be lines 8 to 10.
Um, you said instead of being empty scene, it could be lines 8 through 10.
Yeah, so line 13, empty scene. That whole expression could be replaced by lines 8 through 10.
Okay. Okay. I broke something. Oh, probably need a closing parenthesis. And okay. So I feel like I probably can't just have like two back-to-back place images um without some kind of connector.
You could nest them in a function constraint. Okay, wait. Let me introduce this idea first. Let's go. Can I use your scratchpad.arr?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna commandeer your file here.
No, you're good,
I
bro.
am
That's exactly what it's for.
Yeah, that's why I came here. Okay, so I'm I'm gonna use a square.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think it's side length first.
Yeah, the
So it
x-axis. Or no, that's never mind. You're doing the shape.
um and then okay, let me just make sure that this square is good. I don't have to document. Oh, God damn it. Okay. Three parameters. What are the three parameters? They don't tell me. Damn it. Okay, I have to Google. Oh, it's the color, isn't it? Let's
Yeah,
say
you're right.
orange. There we go. Let's make that a little bit bigger for people on YouTube to see. Okay, so I got a nice big orange square. So let's have S2. Um, square 50 solid blue. Okay, and now let me pull up S1 and S2 side by side. Okay, so here we have two distinct images, right? So
Yes.
now our goal is to glue them together. So we have a few ways of gluing images together. For example, we have above, right? Now we have one image. You see that? That is one
Yes.
image. That image has two
Okay.
squares, but it is one image. The way I choose to glue them together is through above. Now let's say we have a third square. Let's say we have green. Uh, so here's the situation we're in now. We have three squares, but above only takes in two images. What can we do, right? So the mindset you're thinking is, oh, we need a connector like and, right? So you wrote and.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right in some sense that you need a way of integrating these two separate expressions, but and is ideally it should be for booleans, so it's not and. What we could do, so if you think about it, above gives us one image, S3 gives us another image. How do we bring two images together based on what we've seen in this file?
Just choose above again.
Yeah, right? You just do this.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have one image with three squares. Yeah. Now, of course, we don't actually,
Mm-hmm.
I don't need this image one and image two variables. I can just manually substitute them inside and we get this. You see that? See what I did?
Yeah. Okay. Just
Um,
nesting.
Now
I
here's
see.
the thing. It looks like shit. I'm not gonna lie. This looks like crap. The reason why it looks like crap is it's kind of hard to tell what parentheses match with which. So some things you can do to help with this is you can create new lines. So this looks a bit better. It still looks crap, but it's more readable.
Yeah.
You could also use local variables. So I can do like two squares. So just use some local variables. There's no shame in using variables. That's what they're for. They're for giving things names. We can put intermediate computations in names, easy to read. Voila, very nice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay, let's go back to homework.arr and can we apply this what we have seen in this other file with place image? And by the way, you don't have to use place
Yeah.
image if you feel that another image composition function is more useful.
That's just what I came across going through documentation. I mean, what you did would have basically done what I wanted to do, you know. But
Like the use of above. Yeah.
yeah, basically.
Yeah. So yeah, you use the one that works well.
Oh, I'm over here like clicking on this stream. Hold on. Sign. Okay. Just running back real quick to this. Oh, that's minus two. But place image can only take one image at a time, right?
Technically two. Technically. So, okay, let me pull up the documentation here. Uh, so there are four parameters. The first one takes an image, and the last one takes an image. So yeah, let me
Yeah.
for people on YouTube to see, I will share my.
Okay, so what I was using as empty scene is the second image.
Yes, yes, yeah.
And so basically the first image overlays over the second one. Is that right?
Yes, yes, yeah.
So I wouldn't really want to use this anyways because this isn't really designed to put images next to each other. This is designed to put images on top of each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, so I mean, what you're doing is not wrong. What you could do is you can create a giant background and you can place your small circles on this big background. But you have to do the math to like position the circles properly.
Right, yeah, and I was already,
Yeah.
that wasn't too hard. I was kind of working through that, but getting to the point where like, oh, I could actually put all the images into these arguments and it wasn't going to spit back an error was what I was having trouble with.
Hmm.
Um, and so, okay, yeah, no, Pirate's interesting sometimes. Okay, this is like, okay, so if place image takes four arguments, takes image to an x and a y. Now the way I'm seeing the documentation is showing empty scene with this. Well, I guess it's a width and a height. Um, so okay, I guess what I'd really want to do is incorporate that above part. And okay, 30. Come on, be nice. Um, and then I think this makes sense. So I did this right. this should be image one. I think I'm missing a parenthesis. And this would be image two. And then see if I can make this a little more. Wait. How come it doesn't take my spaces and tabs sometimes? Like it'll force in a particular location.
I'm not sure. Might be the extension messing with you.
Okay, no worries. Either way, it's fine. Let's just something to run just to see.
Are we still using place images or are we just using both now?
Yes. Um, so yeah, red should be above red, and then yellow. That would be image one. I even need the second one. Yeah, yes, I do. And then this is image two, and then there's a fourth, which would be empty scene, and this is supposed to be 60 across, 60, 180 down. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Actually, all that goes. Probably means I messed up something above it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm close to getting it, but at the same time, I know we have like an hour. I want to like kill the whole hour. I'm like struggling through syntax, maybe.
um okay, you know what? I can maybe since I'm very experienced with looking at parentheses, I'm gonna fix this up for you to save us time. So
Okay.
I'm gonna do ugly indentations for now because it lets us
That's what.
see more clearly what's happening.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Is like kind of indent things down, but like they weren't coming down the way I wanted it to. So I can use the indentations to separate my things well and see where things need to be.
I just hit enter and just trust the process. Okay, I looks good, but I think the red circle is missing. Oh, okay. I think what's happening is that when you're placing onto the empty scene, it might be clipping the red circle.
Oh wait,
For
let me run it.
okay, I
Okay.
for the sake of time, let's just remove the place image for now.
Oh,
Just so there's no risk of clipping.
okay.
Yeah, can we kill the place image? Let's just use above for now, just to simplify things.
Sure. Sure. In that case, just
Yeah, I'll
do
explain in more detail
that.
next time why that's happening, but yeah.
Oh, we wouldn't need any of this then, right?
Yeah. Okay, great.
Nothing.
Great. If I run it now, it looks good. Okay. Um,
Now I just have to do it two more times for my
yeah,
other
can we
two.
patch it up for the yellow and green?
Okay. Okay. Sure. Let's bring back my tests. Oh my gosh, I commented out so much stuff in so many different places.
Okay, let's not worry about tests for now. Because for images, I will exempt you from tests just for time.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, like looking at the images is testing it, right?
Pretty much. Wait, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Now my the tests are not having fun. Oh wait, why does it say return? I don't remember putting that there. Whatever. Okay.
Okay, I see your yellow traffic light. Very good. Can we now have the green?
Yep. Coming up. Hold on. Green. Oh, right. I gotta run the third tester. Well, not the official test, but you get the idea.
Okay,
Okay.
looks good. Hmm. I didn't want to talk about this before. I guess we can talk about it now. So notice how our traffic light, the three cases, they look like really similar, but they're different in very small ways.
Hmm.
So in programming, we tend not to like that. So for example, let's say we decide to change the color. Let's say in Japan, they don't use green. I believe they use blue.
Yeah.
I might be wrong with that. I should actually fact check that. But let's just say we want to change our green to blue. How many places do we have to change green to blue?
Fair enough. That's right. You were telling me about this last week.
Okay. Right now we use above images, but let's say we decide to change how we want to display our images. Let's say we want really fancy graphics and we want to use place images. How many places do we have to modify that?
Ask me a question one more time.
Oh, let's say we want to, we're using aboves right now, right?
Yeah.
Simple gets the job done, but let's say we want fancy graphics. We want it to be more complicated, more interesting, and we want to change our aboves to place images. How many
Okay.
places do we have to change that?
At least six, I'm thinking.
Approximately, yeah. And the big multiplier here is the three cases, right?
Yeah.
So in programming, we have this term called dry, DRY, don't repeat yourself. Uh,
Okay.
it's the idea here is that whenever you're copy pasting code and changing things a little bit, we tend not to like that because whenever you have to change something, you have to change it in multiple places rather than one. And it's easy for mistakes to slip through, right?
Okay.
So I'm going to informally introduce you to a new recipe called the abstraction recipe. To
Okay.
abstract means to take what's similar and to put it all in one place. At least for our purposes, that's what abstract means.
Yeah.
Uh, there is a formal step to it, but I just want to introduce it informally and give you an idea of what you would do to abstract it. So the first step I want you to do is identify what's similar between the three cases.
Um, they all basically have the same three circles,
Okay.
except like opacity, I guess, changes is really the only thing, but same colors.
The fill
Um,
mode, right? To be
yeah.
precise. Okay.
Yes.
Fill mode's different. Otherwise, everything else is the same.
Hmm.
Okay. Um, sorry, I'm thinking about how I would do this. Hmm. Okay. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to create a new function. Let's call it mystery. Uh, let's call it anything. We'll change the name later. Don't think too hard about the name.
Okay.
Or like traffic light abstraction. It's gonna take in everything the original traffic light function takes in, so it's gonna take in a color. And then for the body, I want you to copy and paste one of these cases and just paste it in there.
Just one of them, you said?
Yeah, one of the cases and paste it in there. And let's remove the if statement at the top. Sorry, if expression, the if line at the top.
Okay.
And mystery should take in a color.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I want you, in the body of this function, can you replace all the things that would be different in three cases with dot dot dots? Dot 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 meaning like this on line 36. Not as a string, let's just straight up dot dot dot. It's an
Oh, okay.
indication to us programmers that we should replace it with something later.
Um, should I leave the space? I don't know if that matters.
You can leave a bit of space just for readability, but we will be replacing the dot dot dots.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna mark the end for you just to not mess with indentation. Okay, so abstraction recipe rough draft. So this is not the complete version. So the first step is to identify similarities and differences. Replace the differences with dot dot dots. The next thing I want you to do is convert each dot 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 to a parameter. So how do we do that? How do we convert each dot 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 to a parameter?
Each. Um, I'm not sure. I'm not even 100% sure if I mean, like, these are parameters basically. Like,
So I can see
like
what you're
red
pointing
and
at.
30. Oh, sorry. Like, when I say circle, like 30 and red are parameters of the circle.
Arguments, those are arguments.
What's a parameter?
Parameter is like color. So line 37 color, that's a parameter. Parameter are placeholders for arguments.
Okay.
Parameters take on arguments later. Yeah.
Okay.
So
So,
yeah.
so you mean like you want me to add an extra parameter for fill, basically?
Yes, but is one parameter enough?
Um, let's see. Wait, I I don't think I understand the question. Well, I mean, I'm yeah, I'm not fully. I'm a little lost. Like I'm
Okay,
not
that's okay.
fully
I'll give you an
following how
example.
we're. Sure.
So I'll give you an example. So line 40, we have a dot 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 here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change this dot 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 to a parameter. I'm gonna call it rate fill.
Okay.
Just like just an example. Right? You see what I did there?
Yeah.
So dot
Yep.
dot dot was like, oh, there needs to be something, right? That's a hole right there. And whoever is calling this function is responsible for filling in that hole.
Okay.
Okay, but can we use rate fill for all the other dot dot dots?
Um, in this case, no. If it's specific to red, then no.
Okay.
You so you need one based on the way you're doing it. You need one for each fill, I guess.
Okay, let's try that.
All right. And she want me to fill that in too.
Great. Um, Next, I'd like you to rename the function to something descriptive and give the function a purpose statement. So what's a good name for this function?
Um, there you
Cool. And what's a good description for this function?
go. Oh, cool. To something like that.
How about sure, sure, sure. Okay. Um, that's an okay statement, but I feel like it's missing the idea of the one particular color is being highlighted, the idea of highlighting, but that's okay. Yeah, we'll have this for now. Can we, so the next step is replace the original instances of repeated code with the abstraction. So how do we use this function in our original code?
Um, Basically, you'd come in and you'd add in the extra parameters, and then you would just bring those down here, and then you delete the rest of this.
Okay, can you show me?
Sure.
Ah, okay, we don't actually need to modify the original signature. That could just take in color.
Okay.
So let's look at lines 8 to 12. Is there any way we can replace this, which was our original candidate for abstraction, with the new function we just created?
Okay, so I see. So basically, we're creating a second function to facilitate, so that we don't have three lines. You want me to call this second function?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. So, um, yeah, give me a sec. Um, so to go back to this function down here, I'm trying to like understand what its output is, I suppose.
Okay.
Like now that I'm like, oh, we're gonna use this function up here, I'm like, well, what is this thing doing exactly? Um,
Yeah, sure. Can you call traffic? Yeah, just at the bottom of this file, can you call traffic light highlight, and I just see what it produces?
uh, sure. I guess I'll just throw it here. So it would be like that, right?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I probably need to throw these parentheses. I knew that. How does it do that? That's interesting. Okay. Normally on a word processor, if I use shift and right, it'll take it to the end of the word, not the end of the line. Okay.
Did that work?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay. Okay. So instead of all this, then, so if color red, I just call this for this entire thing instead. And similarly here. We just have to replace a few words. Oh wait, no, that was right.
Okay, nice.
Okay, that makes sense.
Good.
And then, oh, I guess, okay. So, because it goes from top to bottom, right? So it hasn't been identified yet. This has to go above it, basically.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Good point. Yeah, I was forgot about that. Okay, this session is gonna close out soon. I'm gonna need to send you a new link on Gmail, okay? I'm also gonna send it to you on Discord just in case it doesn't show up.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, I'll see you in a minute.
Sounds good. All right. Oh, don't forget to reshare your screen.
Yep. Okay. My my collaboration session review is bugged out a little bit, so I can't run the code. And it's not worth like restarting just because we have 15 minutes left.
Yeah, I'm getting like an error right now. Um, let's see. Color, yellow, green fill. Oh, because I clipped off end. That's why. My bad. Okay, now it's running right.
Oh, yeah, I can run it on my end too. Great. All right. Hmm.
Okay.
Should I show it to you?
Um, now everything is as it should be.
Okay. I have something cool I want to show you, but I might have to save that for next time. Ah, just cause we're running out of time. So I'm gonna sh yeah, so there's gonna be I promise there's payoff to this, and it's gonna be awesome when you see it. But you have to wait for next time. I'm gonna show you the still cool but more mundane thing. So
Okay.
let's me
Sounds exciting.
okay. Is it possible we have traffic light code from last time, right? I remember we did something else on traffic lights as well.
Yeah, yeah, that was like my prior
Can
homework.
we can we have all the traffic light code in one file?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like
There's one
from
thing in
the
particular I want to
exercise.
do.
Well, no, oh no. Okay, give me a sec. That wasn't. I'm gonna find it from our this one-on-one.
I think it's the third August one-on-ones.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you want to bring all that over here.
Yeah. Or at least in like maybe 10th August one-on-one.arr. I'm not sure if you prefer that.
I'm gonna
But
bring
yeah,
everything over to the August 3rd one-on-one.
okay. Yeah, because I think it would be better to organize by projects in the future. Because all this code that we're doing, they're gonna feed into each other.
Okay,
Okay,
sure.
I see it. Great. All right. So I want to go back to the design recipe, which is like the foundations of everything we do.
Hmm.
So if you go to line 18, we have four steps for the examples data definition for the design recipe.
Yeah.
But the fourth step is still missing. We haven't quite figured out what that is yet, and we are now going to see what it is.
All
I
right.
would like you to perform the abstraction recipe on traffic light, the function traffic light on line 120, and rotate traffic light on line 86. I would like you to apply the abstraction recipe. So identify the similarities and differences and replace the differences with dot dot dots.
Okay.
Oh, and I want you to create a new function for this and call it mystery, same as last time.
Okay. I'm just like reviewing the code on line 86 through 95.
You may copy and paste them next to each other temporarily if that's easier, just so you don't have to keep scrolling.
Got it. Hold on. Basically just okay. And basically we're just outlining like basic like whatever traffic light like we currently had on, just what the next one in the sequence was going to be.
For the rotate, yeah.
Um, and then what? Basically, you want me to have it not just give an answer, but instead of just giving a string, you want it to give an image.
Oh, no, no. I just want you to identify the similarities and differences and replace the differences with dot dot dots.
Um, okay.
Okay, let me start. I'm going to actually temporarily copy rotate traffic light, and I'm going to bring it to the bottom of traffic light.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that they're on top of each other, let's see. Can you now create a new function called mystery that takes in a traffic light?
Yeah. I'm still I guess I'm like I know you're kind of like telling me do these things, but I'm still a little bit like I'm not catching the patterns. They're like, oh, match these things up. I'm like, well, I mean, the kind of some things colors match. And now you're like, oh yeah, make this function. Okay. Um. Okay. I, I'm still not sure what I'm looking to do with this mystery function right
Okay,
now.
so so just to recap what we're doing. So line 125, traffic light, that function, and line 86, rotate traffic light. They have similarities, right? Do you agree with me?
Yeah. And sorry, you said we're looking at line 125, the function at line 25 and 186.
Yeah. I've also copied down. Okay, sorry. Let me change that. Line 125 and line 139.
139.
I've copied it
Um,
down.
they're similar, like they're kind of calling on these three colors, basically, except we're using variables on the bottom function. Let's see.
Can we change traffic like lines 127, sorry, 126 to use the constants instead?
Yeah. So basically, you want me to update this function on line 125 to the dot dot dots, or we can throw in variables.
Uh, Not 125. I want you to do that in mystery. But for line 125, this function, can you replace red with top, yellow with mid, green with bot?
Sure.
Because I want to keep this consistent with how we did it with rotate traffic light. Oh no, that's fine. The one that oh yeah, yeah, sorry. Ah, yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, sure, sure. Sorry, keep going. I said nothing.
Okay. Let's see.
And line 128 and 130 as well.
Oh,
Okay.
these what lines? Okay, I guess I
Oh,
did
that's
that.
perfect. That's perfect. Okay, so now we have traffic light. Can we rename traffic light to draw traffic light?
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's a bit clearer as to which function I'm referring to. Okay. All right. So we have two functions, draw traffic light and rotate traffic light. And they're both similar, right?
Yes.
Okay, can you tell me what the similarities are?
They're all referencing like the same three colors.
Okay. Can you copy the body of rotate traffic light into mystery?
Yeah.
And for the parts that differ with draw traffic light, I would like you to replace them with dot dot dot.
Except for the parts that differ.
Yeah, for the parts that differ with draw traffic light. So yeah, which parts differ with draw traffic light?
Um. Well, you mean like what parts up here differ? I mean,
Sorry, what do you mean by up here? I can see where you're pointing.
oh yeah. That's something I wish I could share my screen too, man. Let's see. Yeah. So like line. You mean you want me to these dot dot dots? I guess at this point it's like more the same than different. I'm looking at line 11, 111, 112, 113.
Yep.
Um, and then I mean the parts that differ I feel like are in the draw traffic light function where it's calling out like solid outline and
Yeah, and that part is that's like past the colon, right? Anything past the colon of the if is different, right?
yeah.
Okay, can we replace all the parts past the colon with dot dot dot?
Hold on.
Okay.
Wait. These exercises like they 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 make me see that I think I just struggle. I think I just struggle with pattern recognition from a web developer's mind, and I can tell like you're like, oh, just do this, and you see this, and I'm like, I'm not there, man. Um,
It
and
takes
so
practice.
yeah, so like I'm sorry, and you said like I think I just kind of said yes just to say yes. When you said like, oh yeah, everything after if is different.
Not if,
Um,
the colon.
the after the colon. So
Yeah.
basically, so right now I'm highlighting so like all of line 130, 132, 134 basically.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm just going back and forth between these two. Just a moment.
So applying that so what you've just mentioned to me, can we apply the same idea to 111, 112, and 113?
I'm sure we can.
So what would the differences be?
Bring this back. Okay. Um. Okay. What are we? We're doing a lot of things. Like, what are we trying to do ultimately? Um. Like once I get the end goal, I think it'll help me fill in the dots.
Okay, okay, it's
I feel a little lost right now.
sorry, okay. Just look at my screen. I'll explain what's happening.
like I know we're trying to like make this more efficient and like not like use duplication, but I'm not um yeah, I'm just not like stringing it all together.
It's all right. Okay. Yeah. Let's look at my screen for now.
Sure.
All right. So I'm gonna I'm gonna cut in mystery. I'm gonna bring it to the bottom. Actually, I prefer it if it's at the bottom, since it's the latest thing we're doing. I'm gonna put it over here, and I'm gonna write it an n over here. Okay. So our goal. Oh, this needs one more n. So right now we're looking at rotate traffic light and draw traffic light. Now, just for the benefit of being able to see it all in one screen, I'm going to condense this. I'm just going to move the test for these below here. I'm going to bring it back later.
Sure.
And I'm going to kill the test for rotate traffic light. This one is copied from the top, so it's just going to be removed anyway. Um, okay. So here we have two functions that look very similar, right? First thing I want to
Sure.
do for consistency, this color double equals top, you see that? They look kind of
Yeah.
similar, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw
They
that.
they serve a common function. For the sake of consistency, I want to remove things that aren't interesting differences. So I'm going to change traffic light to color.
Okay.
Okay, now I actually prefer the name traffic light because I think that's more descriptive of our data definitions. All right, you see that?
Yeah.
So we have traffic light. Um, Again, anything that's not an interesting difference, I wanna remove. So like this to me is not an interesting difference, the new lines, so I'm gonna remove that as well. Okay. Hmm. Look kind of similar, don't you think?
Yeah.
So firstly, the signatures are exactly the same. So I'm going to copy over the signature, the idea that they both take in a traffic light. I'm going to bring that over to mystery. Okay?
Okay.
Hmm. Bot, top, mid. I mean, that this is where it differs, right? Past the colons of each ifs, right? You see that?
Yes.
Every time
Yes.
it's past the colon,
Strong.
it's different. So I'm going to replace all this with dot, dot, dots. Okay?
Okay.
Hmm. I think that's it, right? Are there any other differences we didn't cover?
No, I think that's fine. But what are you
Okay.
looking to? Okay, well, I guess I'll see then.
Okay.
What?
So, uh, here's a theoretical question. I claim if I were to ask you to write a function on traffic light, will they all take this form?
Uh, yeah, probably in some way, shape, or form. It's gonna be like, hey, you're gonna someone's gonna input a color, and something will happen. We'll look to give you some kind of answer based on that.
Okay. So this here is what we call a template. Well, it
Okay.
specifically is a traffic light template. The idea here is that we have distilled down all of the functions that would act on a traffic light into this thing. And every time we create a new function that acts on a traffic light, it will have this form. We saw two instances of this here and here, right?
Mm-hmm.
We call this the template. A template has a signature. Clearly, it takes in a traffic light. But what does it produce? We don't know, right?
Right.
Yeah, so there's something to be filled in. Does it have a purpose statement?
Not right. Well, no, because we don't know what the purpose is. It's a template.
Exactly. Exactly. There is no purpose statement for this. This here is the fourth step of the data definition design recipe. So I'm going to go back to the top and I'm going to fill it in. Where is it? What is the template? The template
Okay.
is the bridge between the data representation and functions that operate on it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We'll continue to explore this idea in the future, but this is a very important idea. Let me find the traffic light data definition. So if we look at this, so I'm going to take this data representation and I'm going to copy it down to the template. So notice how a traffic light is one of red, yellow, or green. Well, we see that here, right? The structure of the
Yeah.
function mirrors the structure of the data representation. You see that?
Yeah.
The data definition is about making a choice between all three things. And so when we want to have a function, that function has to make that same choice with a conditional. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So the big idea of today is the idea of abstraction. We take what's similar and we distill it down to its essence. If we apply this to all functions that act on a specific data representation, we arrive at a template. And the template will serve us as a tool for us in the future to write more functions. We haven't covered that today, but we'll look at that next time. I'm going to move things around a little bit. I'm going to move our template up to where the data definition is.
Sure.
That's typically where the uh you might see that past the examples, just following a design recipe. As
Mm-hmm.
promised, I'm going to restore the things I've done. So let me bring back the tests for this. Okay. I believe if I click run now, hopefully oh shit. Oh, draw traffic light. Huh. I think there's a lot of names that needs to be fixed.
That may very well be the case. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I need to do a search and replace,
It's
but
fine.
okay, there we go. Okay, at least we can run now. Um, I don't have any particular homework, but if you can try to find the template again, like repeat the process we just did. Um,
Yeah.
Look at two functions that look similar, copy one of them over and replace the differences with dot dot dots. Like if you could do that
Yeah.
exercise again, that'll be good.
I think now that I like know what the end goal is, it'll be easier to look for those patterns. Like, can I just tell me do things, and I'm like, I don't know where this is going. I don't know. It makes me, it freezes me up,
I
and I'm
see.
like,
Okay.
why are we doing this? What's happening? And just go put, like,
Okay, I'll
like,
keep that in mind for the future. All right.
okay.
Let your brain rest. And yeah, if you have the time to work on the template again, just to go through it on your own, that'll be great. And I'll see you next time.
Well, when you say look for a template, what am I? I guess what's the new data I'll be looking at for the new template?
Oh no, just repeat it on what we currently have. If you really want to exercise, like if you want to try it on something new, I'll give like, do you want to try that on something new?
Sure.
Okay, I'll give you it's okay if you can finish it, but I'll give you a situation. Situation. Let me think. Uh, oh man, traffic light is like the best example. I can't think of anything other than traffic light. Did
It's
I?
okay. You don't have to give me anything new if nothing comes to mind.
Okay, I thought of
wanted to
something.
execute what you were asking.
Okay, so here's the situation. We have a electronic door that is either open or closed.
Okay.
write two functions. So first function is activate. If the door is open, close it. If it's closed, open it.
Okay.
Two, um, okay, let's draw the electronic door. Just keep it simple, a rectangle or something.
I got it.
Uh,
I like it.
so yeah, open should look open. Closed should look closed. Okay.
That'll be a fun one. Okay, cool.
So for
I like
this,
it.
follow the design recipe. This is very important. Like, it's very easy to just like, hack something together, but I want you to be systematic. Follow the design recipe for data definition and function. They are at the top of this file.
Okay.
And once you do that, once you have two functions, apply the abstraction process to the two functions to arrive at the template.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. All right. Good luck, sir. Good luck.
Marvin, thank you again for your time and everything. I appreciate it.
Of course. Happy to help. Okay, I'll catch you next time. Bye, Ernesto.
Catch you later. Bye.